Good morning, how are you? It's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing with your 5 moves in 5 minutes. And today's 5 moves are from our balance and strength class. I'm going to show you a couple of moves that we do every week, regular movements, so we can see how we progress with those. And then I'll add a couple of other moves in to challenge the balance, but maybe build up strength as well. So we're always working on a whole range of movement. And if you think about everything we do throughout the day, every day of the week, we're constantly working on our balance, but not necessarily aware of it. So this is the opportunity to tune into it, notice where we're at, what do we need to work on maybe to improve things, to help with that. So as always, if you're going to join in, that'd be amazing, but please make sure you're feeling fit and well, and you only do what's suitable for you. If you've got any existing niggles or injuries or issues, be mindful, adapt, and just do what is right. And as always, a clear, safe space. But as we are using we're challenging our balance. If you need something close by to hold on to, support yourself, have that. Always have that, and always try and feel as safe and as comfortable as you can with the moves we're doing. First move, we're going to write the alphabet with our foot. So it's going to challenge our balance. I'm standing on one leg, which is grounding me, while my other leg or foot or ankle are doing the movement. So I'm going to see how far I can get with the 45 seconds work. So off we go. And why am I wanting to do the alphabet with my foot? To work on my mobility, my range of motion around the ankle joint. Now, can I talk and actually do the alphabet at the same time? I'm not sure, a bit like my counting. But getting that range of motion means we are mobilising, changing direction. So when we're walking, moving around, the ankle can cope with the changes. If we're very rigid, it might be difficult. If we suddenly have to change direction, the joints might not be as happy to do that. Whereas if we get that good range, I'm back to A now, then we are again helping the foot, the toes, the knees, the whole chain. Again, I don't know where I am. There we go, saved time. Maybe I would have done the alphabet without talking, I don't know. We'll do the other side as well. But it's a nice way again to mobilise the ankles. From there, another movement focusing on the hip and creating a little bit of momentum. I'm going to take my left leg out and then bring it across, aiming for it to be a fairly fluid movement. Again, my right leg is having to ground me. I'm wanting to tilt that way, so I'm going to try and keep reasonably upright. The hip joint here is then getting that movement from the leg bone, going side to side. So again, we're mobilising the hip, the joint, which will help with our movements forward and back, side to side, up and down. This leg, foot is having to connect with the floor, it's feeling really grounded. The rest of the leg I can feel working, stabilising me. Lovely. So everything is working together. And pause. From here into a sort of another move, I want to show you, or we've done this before, our clock face. Again, we could do this holding weights if we wanted to. My right leg is going to be doing the clock face, 12, 3, 6. Left leg is grounded, slightly hinged at the hips, bent knee. I'm tapping forward, out to the side and around. So the right side of the body is creating some movement whilst the left side is stabilising. Now I could, again I'm tapping the floor, but I could keep my foot off the floor. So I'm creating that sort of semicircle position, which could be more challenging. I could take my leg a little bit further around if that was comfortable and allowed. So visualising that leg bone in that hip socket, creating that movement, that flexibility. But as always, we're working to our measure. So if that didn't feel comfortable, we could adapt it. It might be doing a smaller movement, for example. From here, what have we got next? A little bit of jumping, but not necessarily jumpy. We're going to step forward, step back, step to the side, step forward. So we can do it in terms of I'm just sort of stepping and jumping over something, jumping back, then jumping to my side, jumping forward, jumping back, side step, forward and back. Now maybe we find a quicker pace. Maybe we just step it out. As we're stepping, we're still creating that balance. One leg, there's that gap in between our steps. So one leg is always having to stabilise. And then maybe again, we can build up our speed. We might have to jump over things quickly when we're out and about walking or having to avoid a hazard on the floor. Lovely. And then we'll pause. And then last one. This is just one of my, I suppose, favourite warm-up moves because you can take it in so many different directions. It incorporates balance, shoulders, hips, the whole works. Normally, our high knees, we do a reasonably brisk high knee movement. So as you can see, I'm switching from one leg to the next, so I'm creating that balance. Let's do it slowly. So I'm really gradually bringing my hands down, bringing my knee up. Instantly, my balance has got to work a little bit harder because I'm in this position for longer. Reaching up. Then I'm going to switch legs. Can I bring my hands down to meet the knee? My knees to come up and lower back down again. So this high knee movement, which we can break down, slow it down, is working our shoulders, our back, our core, our hips, our knees, our balance. If we speed it up, we can work our cardiovascular system a little bit more. So it really is one of those moves that ticks a lot of boxes. And rest. So they were 5 moves in 5 minutes that we'll be doing very shortly in our 8 o'clock class. We're just going to help work on our balance, build up our endurance, our stamina with it, bring our awareness to our bodies and the areas that may be a little bit tight, a little bit stiff, maybe need a bit more strengthening to help balance us. And then just throwing in some different movements to challenge us as well. So I hope you found that useful. Let me know how you're getting on with your balance. I think sometimes where you notice our balance, when we notice our balance, if you know what I mean. Let me know how you get on. Have a super weekend, bank holiday weekend here this weekend. So I'll be back next week, midweek, with, I think, resistance bands again. So take care, have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you soon.